What up boys, it's me, Damien, and I guess you're watching my video. So as you can already see, there are cards on my table and I'm going to paint them. And now I'm going to show you some cards I did literally 4 years ago. I did this in 2022. Do you see how this looks? This is supposed to be hawks. Jesus Christ, this looks so bad. I'm so sorry to show you this abomination, but I need to show you how I started. This was me 4 years ago. I do like this 4 years ago. And you can see in my in the end of the video, you can see how much improvement I had over these 4 years. At least I hope you can, because if you don't, then I'm sad. Anyways, I'm going to paint 5 cards today. Why did I decide to do this? I don't know, I just found them in my what's it called, cupboard. I just found them and decided, oh, I can continue doing this. I'm painting over it with a white acrylic marker, and it needed like 5 coats and it still wasn't covering the red, or the black in this case. And then I took my white acrylic paint tube, and it took a long ass time to dry, but I put another 3 layers on there, and I got myself a fan and put them in front of the cards to get them to dry faster, and it still took long to cover this up. But you have to do this because the cards are really smooth, and if you wanna paint on them, especially when you want to sketch with a pencil, then you need a rough surface so the pencil can actually draw on it. So if you ever want to do this as well, just do it with acrylic white paint. At best with acrylic white paint that is opaque. Because my acrylic paint is really cheap, so it took a long time, a bunch of coats to actually cover it up. I didn't include this in this video. So the first character is going to be Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. And at first I wanted to draw on the another card, but then I was like, wait, I have an A card. And he's Alistair and it's red, so I drew Alistair on this card. I think that's really obvious. And I decided to include some sketching in this video because I usually don't do that. But I think it will be interesting to see for some of you how I sketch. But honestly, it's not really that great because I erase a lot and I cut it out of the video, so the video isn't 10 years long. Jesus Christ. By the way, I have my final exams right now on Monday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, not Monday, I'm stupid. Yesterday I had my education exam. And Jesus Christ, I wrote 4 hours. I had 1 hour left, but I didn't want any more. And on Friday I'm writing a biology exam. I have everything written down for my biology exam. Like, I need to know everything I did in the last 3 years, you know. It's a lot to learn. And I got everything, and I'm gonna learn tomorrow everything by heart. Yes, I shouldn't learn like this, I should learn before that, but I literally cannot force myself to learn, even remotely close, to earlier than just 1 day before the exam. My brain just won't let me learn before the exam, because then I have other things I want to do, you know. Anyways, I'm recording this, and while I'm recording this, I realized that this shadow of my hand is really annoying. At least it's really annoying for me, because, well, every time I draw in this room, I have really bad lighting in this room and my window is on my side. So I got like a light pad. It's not really a light pad, it's just a really bright light. And put it on the wall. You're gonna see this later. If the video gets lighter, then you're going to notice this. So I'm painting with acrylic paint markers, by the way. The last videos that I did was all about them. I basically use every single acrylic paint marker I got, like from Artex and from the two no brand marks from Action. Action is a German grocery store. I don't think it's German, but it is in Germany. I think it's all around Europe. Have you watched Hazbin Hotel? I did watch the pilot 4 years ago. In 2019, that was 5 years ago, right? I watched it 5 years ago and I watched the series on Amazon Prime. I liked it, but I think I talked about this in my Alistair Weedor video. Like, I designed him as a human character in my style. If you wanna check this out, you can. But I don't know, my editing wasn't good back then. It's still not good. I'm still learning how to edit. I just think it's better now than it was 1 month ago. That's the end result for Alistair. But like I said, I'm drawing 5 cards. And this is going to be, I think Gojo. I do Gojo, and I think from these 5 cards that I drew, Gojo is the one that looks the worst in the end. But you're going to see why. Because these cards are so small and I cannot for the life of me draw faces this small, he just looks weird. I put glasses on him because he wears glasses, or his blindfold. By the way, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched like both seasons and the movie. And I want to know how it continues, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry for my eraser, it looks really disgusting, but I had this for like years. Maybe I should grab a new eraser just so you don't have to see this dirty eraser anymore. I don't even know why they get so dirty. But like every single eraser that I own just ends up looking like this, and I don't know why. So since I'm drawing on cards, I'm gonna ask you, do you want to see me draw on more cards? Because I have more. These are just 5 and I have some others. I would, if you want me to continue drawing on these cards, let me just say it like that, then just write characters in the comments that I should draw on them. Like any kind of character. I don't care from which fandom, if it's a cartoon or real life. I mean, if it's from real life, I cannot promise that I can draw something this tiny to look like the person in real life. But you know what I mean, right? If you have any characters, just let me know. Because sometimes I just don't know who to draw. This is the end result for Gojo. Here are both next to each other, why? I don't know. And here's Invincible. Maybe I should draw Omni-Man as well. I sketched it off camera because, well, it took me a long time, I had to erase a lot. Have you watched the show Invincible? I sure hope you do. I love this show, it's amazing. I watched the first season like a few years ago, and the second season hits different, bro. The only thing I hate about the season is that Omni-Man, spoiler alert, just skip 10 seconds if you don't want to hear this, Omni-Man has a fucking kid with a bug. Like, why? Okay, now you can listen to me again if you don't want spoilers. I can just tell you, watch this show, Jesus. Just watch it, it's amazing. And my favorite character from this show Invincible was Omni-Man, but the second season, I'm not really that big of a fan of Omni-Man anymore. But I still like Omni-Man, he has a great character design. So, after my biology exam, I still have my English exam. And honestly, for English, I don't have to learn anything. Like, for English, you just have to know how to talk English. not talk, write in English, and my grammar is bullshit. I cannot write without grammar mistakes. I cannot write in German without grammar mistakes either, which is embarrassing, but I have like ich habe eine Rechtschreibschwäche. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like you have a weakness for writing. I don't know. I had this since I was a child, so I don't know. Here are all the cards next to each other. No, it's because the next one's gonna come. Batman. Yeah, I drew the cartoon version of Batman. Batman is one of my favorite superheroes. And I'm gonna tell you, watch Lego Batman. This movie is funny as shit. Alright, for my English exam I literally just need to learn nothing. I just need to know how to write in English, and I need to use basic human knowledge. Like Jesus, you don't need nothing else for English. Like you get a text and you have to do these exercises. You have 3 exercises, and if you can't do this, then English isn't for you. So I think English is going to be the easiest. But after that, then a month later, I have an oral exam in German, which I'm nervous about. I know German is my native language, but I still hate German class because we always have to analyze like poems, or what's it called in English? Jesus Christ. Oh, here I'm drawing Cain. Like you have to analyze texts from like people who died 10,000 years ago, Jesus Christ. And then the teacher is like, yeah, what did he mean when he said this and that? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't fucking know what he mean by that. I don't know him. I don't know him. How should I know? Maybe he didn't even know what he wrote himself. But I'm just rambling at this point. I'm drawing Cain from the amazing digital circus. Yeah, I watched it. It got a lot of hype, and I really enjoy Cain. He's my favorite character in this entire series. I love his voice actor and his character design. I hope they make a show out of them, out of the amazing digital circus. I think they are going to, because the pilot was really popular. Like Murder Drones. Do you know Murder Drones? I watched it recently, but for the love of God, I couldn't follow the story because it was all over the place. So in case if anyone is still watching this, like I said, let me just recall what I said. If you have any characters, I don't care who it is, it can be Spider-Man, it can be Sheldon Cooper, I don't know, then just write me in the comments and I'm gonna pick it up and draw a card for him, for the character. You can also just give me some random anime character, I don't know. Because I love a lot of characters, like Carl Heisenberg from Resident Evil characters in general. But when I draw that, I don't have any motivation to do anything. I think it's art block, I don't know. So I need like some kind of motivation. I need someone to tell me what to draw, so that I'm like, oh, this person wants to see this character, so I have some sort of pressure point, so I'm actually drawing. You know. But for like tomorrow I have to learn a heck ton a lot for biology. So the next video is probably gonna be later, like at least a week, because I have to learn a lot for biology, like I just said, and then I have to write the exam, and then I have to record another video while drawing, and drawing also takes time. By the way, I only have a black paint marker that is really thick, and because these cards are really small, I have really big troubles with drawing small lines. I can't. I don't have a fine liner anymore. And I can't draw small in general. Like, did you see how I drew Gojo? I can't draw small faces, that's why they look like that. But I think in the end I had much improvement from like the first cuts you saw in the beginning of this video, which I literally drew like in 2020. I drew this 4 years ago, Jesus Christ. But I think you can definitely see the improvement. I unfortunately didn't put them next to each other, but I think you can tell it looks a ton better than what it did like 4 years ago. But I really do want to continue drawing a card deck. Why do I do this with cards? I don't know. I don't know why I did this. I just saw them again and was like, I never finished them. So let me just finish it. I'm gonna do 5 cards every video, so let me know your characters that you want to see. And that's gonna be it. See ya, boys.